originally from Sierra Leone. I was born in Sierra Leone, Koido town, but my parents are from the Gambia. I went to school in Sierra Leone. I did everything in Sierra Leone. It's a country I love. I left Sierra Leone when I was 27. That was 1997. I was still young, I was still strong, active. Well, nothing planned, and when I came to Guinea, I met somebody who was a businessman who said, I know him personally, he said, well, I think the war in Sierra Leone is going to extend, it's going to grow. So if you have some money, I will help you to get visa, and we come to France together, because he was a businessman who traveled every time. So just ask for a few amount of money, like to get me a visa, then we can come. It was not my dream to come to France. It was not my plan to come to France. It just happened. So when I came to France, I was a refugee. And before then, I didn't speak no French. It's when I came, when I came to France, I started learning French. I started to integrate myself to the French society, started to go out, meeting friends, and try to understand the French culture. I was living in a homeless home because I didn't know nobody there at that time. So because they're home for people where you can go and sleep at night. In the morning, you have to go out. So there I was doing for many, many months before I start meeting people. So they start telling me you don't have to sleep at that place. Because when I came as a refugee, so you need to go the refugee process, so it takes a long time. Start following my refugee status. My status was status for many, many more years, for 2 years roughly, until I met my French wife. But when I told her, well, I'm still a refugee from Sierra Leone, she said, well, I don't care. I just want to be with you. I just wanted to say, if you want to stay with me, then we can live together. So that's how we decided to live together, and we get married, and I start working legally. I never decided to leave France. I just was very comfortable in France. It's just like I have a friend that was in Austria. When my business was not working for me anymore, he just told me, well, there's a good business going on here. Like people are going to the villages, getting old cars to send to Africa, and you move a lot. So if you can come to Graz, I can show you the way to get these cars from the villages and take them to Africa. That's why I came here. Okay. But it was not my plan to come and live in Graz. Yeah, I love integration. I love when I go to any country or wherever I go, I like to meet the people there. To be part of the people, be part of the society, then go out, talk to people that are French people or whatsoever, to be part of the society.
How did you get to Graz? In train, in bus? How did you?
On train.
On train.
I took the train, yeah. I took the train from Gardines, yeah. That's why I took it from
Did you have a lot of luggage?
No, I have only one small hand luggage, only one.
Was ist Ihre Meinung zu Ausländern in Graz?
Zu viel haben wir da.
Ostern in Graz.
Ausländern.
Ausländer in Graz. Ja. Danke.
Wir brauchen
Danke. Danke.
Die sollen gehen, wo sie herkommen.
Wir wohnen leider in so einem Haus, wo jede größere Wohnung, was frei wird, eben besetzt wird von Ausländern.
Wir haben schon viel gestohlen und dann habe ich schon ein bisschen Abneigung. Ich bin mit dem Bus gefahren nach Göste und dann ist ein Herr, der Ausländer da, ich steige aus, weil das trage ich nicht. Ja, das habe ich ganz, ganz, ganz schlimm gefunden.
What was your first impression when you arrived to Graz for this new life, for this new start?
Well, I cannot tell more because I came just 2 days after when I went to prison.
2 days?
Just spent 2 days here. I went to prison. I came around on the 11th and I went to prison on the 13th. So like 2 days only in Graz. So I have no experience to tell anyone about Graz. So I didn't see the town much. I just went maybe to the internet cafe. I went there, but I didn't see much in Graz. I cannot tell much that time. I was in the flat sitting there when the police just came in and just hit the door and tell everybody it's a police eye, nobody should move. So then I was arrested with 4 people there, 3 people, sorry. We were sitting just watching TV and the police just came and we were all arrested that time.
And what did the police tell you?
Yeah, they said we are drug dealers.
Drug dealers?
Yes.
And what did you say?
I said no, I'm not drug dealer. They said yes, you are drug dealer. 11 to the 13, just two days in Austria. Then I was a lot. That's not, I cannot speak nothing in German that time. When I felt that, I'm going to go out tomorrow, the same night, I was say, well, it's not me. They're talking about drug, but drug is not my way. So I was still confident I'm going out the next day or the same day. Yes, I believe if they were doing it or they are part of it, I have no idea. Just like, for me, I would say, I'm going to go out. Well, I was not worried, because I knew what I'm doing, I knew what I've done, I knew what is drug, so I was nothing worried about when the police arrested me. Just maybe I was at the wrong place, at the wrong time, that's what happened, but to say I'm going to go for being imprisoned for drug, no, I was not worried. That came on my mind, I'm going to go out. After they questioned me, then they took me back to the prison, they brought me, questioned me again, then from there they have to transfer me to Giacomini. So Giacomini, they say I have to wait 2 weeks to see the judge.
2 weeks?
Then I wait 2 weeks to see the judge. The judge say, well, the police say you're a drug dealer, they believe you came from France, you brought something here, then we're going to keep you again for another 2 months. So 2 months continue, 2 months. Another 2 months continue, another 2 months continue.
And did you have the right to call your family and inform them?
And I was not given no right for 9 months, nothing, no, absolutely zero. They didn't allow me to talk to nobody at that time. But the discrimination didn't come on my mind. It came very late. The time it started coming on my mind when they start talking about voices. They start telling me things I didn't do. I don't know whether it's justice system. They start telling me they got my voice. They start telling me I bought 1 kilo of cocaine from France. They start telling me, well, you're gonna stay here for long. You're a drug dealer because you work with these people. But things start going that I start feeling this is not justice anymore. For me, it's not a justice because they caught nothing with me. They didn't see anything with it. There was no proof. There was no evidence. None of these guys said this guy is a drug dealer. I'm clean. But then they were insisting, yes, I'm the boss.
You're the boss.
I'm the one that organized everything. I'm the one that give them drugs to sell. So I was giving all the accusation on me. So then I was just, okay, I have to wait. But I was start feeling very angry, I cannot have patience. I start feeling there's something wrong. This is not more about justice, it's about maybe they try to discriminate me now. Because keeping someone with no proof, no evidence, nothing absolutely, for me it was not a good sign. Well, they gave me the government lawyer, which represented me, which is Magister Peña, who used to come and see me, telling me it's a justice system. You have to be patient. Then after that one, I started writing to an Amnesty International. I wrote letter to Human Rights in Strasbourg. They replied me, they said, well, I think Austria have their own system of justice. You have to be patient and wait until they finish everything. If they finish and you are not found guilty, we're going to take over. But I wrote to all this Amnesty International, I wrote to European Court of Human Rights in Strasbourg, that's what I want. Because I find myself now a victim of discrimination. So they start keeping me along for 1 year, 1 year 2 months, 1 year 4 months, 1 year 6 months. There was still no proof. You start keeping the person, telling him, yes, you did it. We know you did it. We're going to find something against you. That's all they always tell me.
The police told you,
Yes.
but also the other prisoners.
They say, you know you did it. The prisoners told say, yeah, Fatih, we know you did it. Just say the truth and go out. We know they're going to find something against you.
And what else did they tell you? If you say you were guilty, what?
Well, they say if I say guilty, they'll give me a small sentence, a few sentences, like few years and go. But if they find something against me, it's going to be like 10 to 15 years in prison. But I say, well, I prefer to go for 10 for 15 years because I didn't do nothing. I never worry, I never scared. I know my time is going to waste. It's going to last long, but I will come out one day. I never get worried because I was confident I didn't do nothing. So I just left everything in the hands of God. I was just praying to God every day to judge between me and the justice. Because I believe that God is there and He's seeing the right thing. God knows what I've done. So I was just, with my faith, I just leave everything in the hands of God. God is judge between me and them. Because you know everything, you see everything. Because we believe in God that God sees everything, He knows everything. That's okay, God judge between me and the justice. And find out that God the justice. I said to my lawyer, I have a problem here. I'm not going to go back. I'm going to stay here. I decided to stay here and to look for a job. But then I was given permission to go back to France and follow my case. But I don't want to go back to France because I lost everything there. I have to go start fresh. Now I decided to stay in Austria to start looking for a job, start a new life, but it was very difficult. I went to 2 or 3 places in a restaurant to wash plates. They say, well, you cannot speak Dutch, so we cannot give you the job. So I got a job at where the wash cars and all these things. I went there for a week because the guy said, well, I don't think you cannot speak better Dutch. I cannot take you because you cannot speak Dutch. So because of that, I would just spend only 1 week at the working place. When you walk in the street before you go back home, at least me personally, people say, oh, Swaz Africa, was magst du hier? Geh mal in deine Land. This was a very insulting to me. Very insulting, it's very provocative.
Young people, old people?
And mostly are old people. Most of the time of night is old people doing that, old women, old men. They say, oh, Swaz Africa. The worst time was, I came from Caritas that morning. I went to the park just to relax. When an old woman comes with her dog, I was lying on the bench. Just I say, hey, was magst du hier? Yeah, it's for Hunde.
That's for dogs.
Yeah, that's for dogs. So she said, yeah, for dogs. I was very angry, and I responded to her, telling her everything. Then she said, she's going to call the police. And I said, well, you can call the police if you want. You can't tell me here for dogs. I'm just sitting lying, telling me here for dogs that morning. I was very angry, so. But sometimes the word is a big word. I don't want to use it, but I can see she can't do that to an Austrian man. When I was in prison after, I said, but Austria, especially Graz, the people are like Hitlers. People say that, they say because Hitler is from here, the people are not good. Well, I replied to them, not everyone is bad. I'm not worried about people. I just say, well, you always meet good people and bad people. No matter where you come from, whether you're black or white, you're always bad. If they are bad, maybe one person is bad among 10 people. So I cannot judge one because of 10. Always you're going to find nice people. People start telling me you have to be careful. Austria is different from France, it's different from UK. And I say yes, but you can never tell one bad to all. So I don't want to say, oh, I was in Austria, she did to me, I have to pay back. I have to revenge. Never will I allow anybody to do such things because it's not part of our system. Our people is to welcome people. Imagine people going to Africa the way they were welcome. No matter how they are bad, nobody cares. Everybody giving them smile. Big smile. So I don't think if that person go to that Austrian woman go to in Sierra Leone, wherever, and I say, oh, this was a woman who did that to me, nobody's going to revenge. I don't believe in revenging. She's going to be welcome. But that we teach her, when she comes back, she will change. If you revenge, you make people bad again. People get bad and bad when you revenge. But when you show people, no, don't worry about that, they change. They're human beings. They will change their way. They say, oh, I'm ashamed. This guy, I push him in Austria, but now they welcome me here. People are still victims of discrimination. We have them everywhere, but I think for Austrians, it's still a long way to go, where people feel it, people know, people understand. But in France, you don't feel it much. It's there, but you don't feel it because the society is accepting it. If you go to UK, the society is accepting it. But Austria, the society is not accepting it yet. You don't belong here, you don't belong to this society, you have to go where you belong to. And this is what we try to fight against. That we all the same people, no matter how you're white or black, we're the same people. We all have a value as a human being. I'm a human being, and you're a human being. That's all we have a value. That's what I believe. Yeah, we need people to intervene, need people to tell people, no, stop it. Tell people, don't be scared, don't worry, tell them, no, stop these people, stop saying that to the people. We are all one. If you're really positive, you're really fighting against discrimination, you hear such things people are saying to other people, you should stand and stop it. Tell them to stop. But we are no more in those days. We are now in new generation where definitely I would like people like your type or anybody who is against discrimination to say that to other people, to stop saying that to people. After 18 months, I want justice. Then the judge told me, you ask for compensation. Then we start asking with my lawyer for damages, because it's not only, because the minimum, like the time I spend in prison, is 100 every day. That's the government law, that's the law. Yeah, at least I should got about 48,000, that's the minimum it should be. So my mother said, no, it caused a lot of damages on you that they have to pay. You lost everything in France, you lost everything there, they have to pay a lot of damages in your life. This is your freedom. This is everything about you. This is the minimum. Whether we go to court or not, they're going to give it to you. You say, okay, let's start with 218,000 to ask. But you're not going to have that one. Maybe you expect to have 150,000. But not at all. The worst, it's my compensation. I got less than that. Yeah. If you want to know the amount, I can tell you I got less than that. So I was supposed to have more, like I spent 488 days. Like it's about 48,000, so they gave me less than that, which is not fair. That is not fair. That is a big discrimination, I would say. Why they did it to me? Why? Because I'm not an Austrian, or I'm not from here? Because the minimum is not me, it's not my law, it's the law of the government, that we have to give him the money. The judge said, go ask for your compensation. He's a justice man, he knows the law, so go and ask for your compensation. They're going to give it to you. So why didn't they give me my right? I won it, I clear my name, to get my compensation, to start my new life, they refuse to give everything to me. And that is a big discrimination, like I always say. Yeah, that's why I decided finally to go from Austria. In London, I'm comfortable there because I don't, at this moment, find any discrimination in the state, at work, nowhere. Maybe they have it on their mind, but they cannot show it out. They cannot take any action about that. Yeah.
And in London, it was easier to find a job?
Yeah, very, very easy indeed. Because when I went to London to look for a job, I got it within a week. So I got it immediately. I was employed full time. So I got it. I was so lucky. It's a lucky then. It's not. It's a lucky and to get a job, a full-time job within a week, and that's the job I'm doing at this moment. I'm a bicycle mechanic now. And we make the bicycle, that Evans cycle where I walk, and so I work.
Immigration.
And it's a struggle. Diversity that jump that one. It doesn't count, it doesn't matter. War is not a place. Not accepted. The best thing. Best way forward. The positive man. Always. The value I have. My value I still have, like I'm still happy that I got my freedom. I do my things on my own and I can express myself, and I can send a message to people like what I'm doing now. This is a big value for me. Now, because this is a big value, I can say, wow, my freedom was his. I'm out, I'm a free man, and I can tell we all need freedom, we all need to be part of a society. The freedom is my force, something I was fighting for when I came to Europe. Okay. I want to free, move around, be with people.
Tell us about the soul of Fatih.
Well, I didn't suffer a lot. I got a lot of experience. Fatih got a lot of experience that I want to send to the people, to the world, that we should be courageous, we should live one, should have faith and never try to revenge. And focus and positive always. That's me. I never get discouraged. I always focus and always confidence is gonna change. Always me is gonna change. It's a long process. That's me. No matter what you do to me, you're gonna change. The situation is gonna change to the way you want it. But you must remain focused. That's me. I'm always remain focused and positive. Always. That's me. And I'm gonna work with people at all time. You need me, I'll be here. Society, start to go out, meeting friends, and try to understand the French culture. I was living in a homeless home because I didn't know nobody there at that time. So because they're home for people where you can go and sleep at night, in the morning you have to go out. So there I was doing for many, many months before I start meeting people. So they start telling me you don't have to sleep at that place. Because when I came as a refugee, so you need to go the refugee process, so it takes a long time. Start following my refugee status. My status was status for many, many more years, for 2 years roughly, until I met my French wife. But when I told her, well, I'm still a refugee from Sierra Leone, she said, well, I don't care. I'm originally from Sierra Leone. I was born in Sierra Leone, Corridor Town, but my parents are from the Gambia. I went to school in Sierra Leone. I did everything in Sierra Leone. France is a country I love. I left Sierra Leone when I was 27. That was 1997. I was still young, I was still strong, active. Well, nothing planned, and when I came to Guinea, I met somebody who was a businessman who said, I know him personally, he said, well, I think the war in Sierra Leone is going to extend, it's going to grow. So if you have some money, I will help you to get visa, and we'll come to France together, because he was a businessman who traveled everything. So just ask for a few amount of money, like to get me a visa. Then we can come. It was not my dream to come to France. It was not my plan to come to France. It just happened. So when I came to France, I was a refugee. And before then, I didn't speak no French. It's when I came, when I came to France, I started learning French. I started to integrate myself to the French. Yeah, I just want to be with you. I just want to say, if you want to stay with me, then we can live together. So that's how we decided to live together, and we get married, and I start working legally. I never decided to leave France. I just was very comfortable in France. It's just like I have a friend that was in Austria. When my business was not working for me anymore, he just told me, well, there's a good business going on here. Like people are going to the villages, getting old cars to send to Africa, and you move a lot. So if you can come to Graz, I can show you the way to get these cars from the villages and take them to Africa. That's why I came here. Okay. But it was not my plan to come and live in Graz. Yeah, I love integration. I love when I go to any country or wherever I go, I like to meet the people there.